Okay, the next one I want to talk a little about. This is when Oscar Hammerstein was very young. In the 1920s, he wrote Showboat, which was from an Edna Ferber story. Just like his later works, Edna Ferber's story has to do with being against discrimination against black people or interracial marriage and stuff. Um, the gist of the story is that Julie gets thrown off the showboat because they find out that one of her grandparents or parents was black. Um, this same kind of theme was in South Pacific, where the discrimination or the thing that Nellie is upset about is that when she finds out that the man she's in love with had children with a Polynesian woman, and because Nellie is from the Midwest, and this seems a little weird, but of course she gets over it, and there's a wonderful song in there called Carefully, You've Got to Be Taught to Hate, which is about bigotry because another one of the characters has an affair with a young Polynesian woman, and then he gets killed and never goes back to Philadelphia to marry his fiance. Okay, now in Showboat, the characters, as you remember, the black man that sings Old Man River, and there's a black mammy character in it as well. Now, this song, Can't Help Lovin' Dat Man of Mine, is a precursor of what we're going to find out because Julie is black or has black blood in her, and the mammy said, how come you know that song? Anyway, we do find that out. Now, what's interesting about this, in the original and in this part later from the version I'm doing, there's a second verse where the black mammy sings of what was meant to be a charming section introduction at the time. It went like this. Oh, and Hammerstein also liked to write in dialect. He did the same thing in Carousel with the Maine dialect, and in Oklahoma with the cowboy dialect. So he was trying to be charming by having the black mammy say the chimney, like she can't say chimney. So at the time he thought that was cute, obviously. The chimney's smoking, the roof is leaking in, but he don't seem to care. He can be happy with just a sip of gin. I even loves him when his kisses got gin. So at the time, I'm sure Hammerstein was just trying to be charming. But on the other hand, the way we hear this now, he's sort of showing the stereotypes of the black man being lazy and drinking gin all day. So, you know, I mean, there's issues with it. In the 50s movie version, they completely changed it and made it a ballad that Julie's singing, which is what I'm going to do. And that part isn't in the beginning part of the ballad at all, the part I just sang. It's just done as a straight ballad. But it's such a beautiful AABA form with an introduction. And the music is by Jerome Kern, who had a big, big career throughout the 20th century. And of course, Hammerstein later teamed up with Rogers in the 40s for Oklahoma and Carousel and all that. So this is Can't Help Lovin' Dat Man of Mine. Oh, listen, sister, I loves my Mr. Man, and I can't tell you why. There ain't no reason why I should love that man. There must be something that the angels done plan. Fish gotta swim and birds gotta fly. I gotta love one man till I die. Can't help loving that man of mine. Tell me he's lazy, tell me he's slow. Tell me I'm crazy, maybe I know. Can't help loving that man of mine. When he goes away, that's a rainy day. And when he comes back, that day is fine. The sun will shine. He can come home as late as can be. Home without him ain't no home to me. Can't help loving that man of mine. So you notice the blues notes in that song for sure.